We live in one of the richest cities on earth. These schools are in some of the richest corners of that city, and yet the children in them know nothing about the opportunity and the riches that London has to offer. And I want to put that right. I want to put in place people who can open the doors for the children so they believe in their future and they believe in this city.
This is the bridge. It's a school, but not like any school you could think of.
Don't you know what caring is?
Young people arrive and they're often angry, they've often failed in mainstream in one way or another. Their families often as well are disillusioned and disaffected with the system that's led to this point. So we very quickly have to do a piece of work that's going to switch everybody back on, switch the young person back into learning and get the family back on board with us.
How you find the school?
Good.
Good. What makes you think it's good? Why do you think it's good?
Smaller people, and I think I'll get better GCSEs.
Good. There are fewer people in class?
I came here first of all as a journalist to film and was staggered. It made such an impact on me that I came back as a personal volunteer.
Do they all lay?
They love snails.
Snails? They eat snails?
Our staff really believe in young people. They believe that these young people have the capability to succeed and be successful. We build up very strong relationships with the young learners, so they have positive relationships with staff at all levels.
It is the relationships between the staff and the pupils that's a core reason why they have success here, why the children do well, better here than they would in other places, because they meet adults who have endless patience and who believe in them. And for some of these children, that is the first time that has happened.
We just keep an eye on the usual faces.
For us, it's really important that we do something different, and our staff have got to be really skilled and talented at doing something different, finding the hook that's going to re-engage the learner.
That's it, well done, that's it. Down. Upside down, that's it. And I go from the corner.
There's tiling, there's gardening, there's catering, anything that will engage a child back into education and make them feel useful and make them feel that they've got something to contribute and help them grow and feel good, the bridge will provide.
Where is that? Okay, good. What I see when I walk around are young learners who may come in angry and of the street, but have become very quickly children who are enjoying coming to school and are being successful in a school environment.
First step?
10%.
10%. Okay, so what's 10%? We can all should be
£42.
£42, fantastic.
All of the staff in this school care immensely about these young people and they go the extra mile.
Right, so I've taken time out for my lunchtime to come and make sure that you're alive and well. Can you get yourself into school first thing tomorrow, please?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
And one of the things I always say to staff who come into alternative provision, what would you do for your own child? How far would you go for your own child? Because sometimes we are the only professionals left to go the extra mile and to do the extra piece of work that's required.
There are children here who need more courage to face each day than most of the children I meet need to summon in a lifetime. I dread to think what would have happened to me if I'd had some of the things thrown at me as a child that these children have had to endure. 1 in 6 children who leave somewhere like here are dead in their mid-20s. That's how bad the trajectory can be for somebody as disadvantaged as this, who everybody's given up on.
The other thing that we provide is the TBAP family, and we are very much, like a mini family in terms of how we approach our relationships with the learners.
What do you notice?
They wouldn't even notice.
They didn't notice. They
didn't. You've been silly.
And so what the bridge does is provide them with adults, a family of adults who believe in them. And that is transformational.
Every school has a parent-teachers association. Every school has a group of parents that actively support the school through fundraising, through providing opportunities for the children that, to do things that are not funded through the state. We don't have that.
The foundation needs to fill the funding gaps for the present pupils in a way that a PTA might. These are children who need more help than any other children I've ever met, and yet already by the age of 16, they're receiving less good equipment. It's got to stop. The state's going to step in and give them what they need. We're going to give them extra.
The foundation will be able to offer support to learners post 16, and I would say up until 25 or even perhaps beyond, because, you know, again, as parents, we don't remove support from our own children. So as a TBAP family, I want us to be able to continue to support these young people as they grow up.
Take what you've got from us at the Bridge Academy. You'll never get this again. You'll never get classes of 6 and this level of support. Take it and keep hold of it.
We want to reach out to people so that we have a network of friends and supporters, employers, local businesses, mentors, people who can volunteer to help children with literacy skills. We want to set up a network even of safe places where these children can live, because some of them haven't got anywhere. You know, this isn't a place that everybody wants to help, because the children are troubled and not all of them are going to do well. But more will do well here than I believe they will anywhere else. And there'll always be people who will have a bad narrative about these children. And they've had that all their lives. And what's different about the Bridge is we're trying to build a good narrative. But if you look for the bad, you'll find it. But I'm not interested in that, and nor are the staff here. It's about drawing out the good, and there's good in everyone. And these are children. You know, shame on us. Shame on us for writing them off as young adults going nowhere. They're children with an entire future ahead of them.